What's the crack, everybody? Welcome back to the Rhode Island Pirates Dynasty here on NCAA College Football Revamped. And we now play our second game in conference play in the MAC. We take on Miami of Ohio, searching for our first win in conference play. Miami of Ohio have a pretty good team, but we're at home with plenty of players coming to visit here today. We looked at their team last time out and saw that maybe we could take advantage of their offensive line, wanting to get as much pressure as we can on their quarterback and to stop their run game as well. I think we can get some good pressure on them, keep our linemen fresh on the defensive side, and then offensively use Briggs in the passing game and use his legs to the best of his ability. But Briggs didn't have the greatest of games in the last one, where he was left under 50%. But we have to look out for Avion Smith, who is yet to turn the ball over, and Bester, the running back, who looks good. We do have 3 visiting prospects. You were able to see them briefly just there. And although Gabbard is their best player, he's actually been replaced with Avion Smith as their top quarterback, and he will be the man we face today. We also are still without our top wideout, Hurst, as he's still questionable. He will not play again today. And as we see the MAC East standings, Miami of Ohio have already gotten a win in the conference. We are yet to get ours. So big game for us here today as we welcome Miami of Ohio. It's the Redhawks versus the Pirates, and we will receive the ball first. Watkins in the end zone will take it out, and he will get to just before the 25 yards. He gets a 28-yard return. Start on the run, giving it to Eli Wells. Not much there, but 3 yards on the run. Now we've got split backs option, Briggs, and he pitches out to Wells. Breaks a tackle, breaks another, and keeps him moving as he gets 5 well-earned yards. Now Briggs hands it off. Wells, tough running to get the first down. Another 5 yards as we seem to be taking control of this first drive. Now here's Briggs, fakes the handoff to Wells, gets outside the pocket. And he's going to be sacked as nothing opened up for him. Yasin McKee on the sack as we are now in 2nd and 11. And we're running the ball. Briggs will keep it, gets past a few Redhawks, and will get 9 yards and give us a 3rd and short. Briggs on our center, and he will give it to Wells once again, and he will get another 5-yard run on 3rd down. 2 3rd down conversions for us today. Quick pass to Curtis, and he catches it. 7 yards on the reception for our first pass today. Briggs under center. He will once again hand it off, and Wells has got nowhere to go. And now we've got 3rd and medium after a 2-yard loss on that run. What can the Pirates dial up here on 3rd medium? Briggs throws. Akacha catches it with a dangerous throw, but it's not enough. And we'll have to punt it away. But actually, they're going to go for it here on 4th and 3. Wells takes it, and he's going to get stuffed again. And that's going to be a turnover on downs as the Pirates went aggressive, and it failed. Pretty good field position now for the Redhawks. Smith hands it off to Bester, who stiff arms the first defender but can't get past Devin King. Now he's got split backs, and it's going to be an option play, and great play by Rhode Island as Joel Jackson makes the tackle. Joel Jackson, big part of this defense, a man who can do it all. Now Smith will pass, he throws, and right up the seam is Davis, and he's wide open over the middle, 47 yards. And now they're in the red zone. They're going to throw it, and we get a perfect blitz. And Jackson's in the backfield again, this time for a sack. Now it's 2nd and 18. Smith takes the pass again. He's going to scramble, and he will get much of that yardage back and more with a 12-yard run on the scramble. That's a motion there. And Smith takes the snap again, throws it, hip and hammer, breaks a tackle, and gets tackled inside the 3, it seems. And hip and hammer gets his first reception of the day, and now it's 1st and goal for the Red Hawks. And it's going to be an option play for Smith, and he gets just enough to get the touchdown, and the Red Hawks go 7-0 up. As they do indeed convert the PAT. Very simple run play on the option. Now back to the Pirates offense, and it looks like Briggs is in trouble. He breaks the tackle, and that could have ended poorly after a bad first down. The second down isn't much better. Now it's 3rd and long for this Pirates offense. Briggs throws. That's off the mark, and it's going to be a 3 and out. Could have been intercepted, but no. And we're back to the Red Hawks after a punt. Davion Smith once again looked good in that first drive, was pressured there, and once again he gets out on the run, but Joe Jackson once again is there for the tackle. This time Smith is going to pass, but again he's going to scramble, and it seems the Pirates have a spy, but he goes outside the block, and it's Blaine Conrad who gets him, but that's a 1st down for Smith. As this Red Hawk offense keeps on trucking, gets it out before the sack, and that's Calderon there on a 5-yard reception. That could also be Calderon, but I'm going to say Calderon for this game. 2nd and 5. Smith takes the ball again. He's going to pass it to Marshall. He's going to break a tackle, break another, and he's going to get significantly more yards than probably what he deserved on that play, as the Pirates let him get 13 yards. Smith, and this time he's going to break outside the pocket once again, and it's Conrad and Jackson there again, I believe, as they take him down after a 5-yard gain. Smith, not timing it, ran out very quickly, sacked once again. We want to bring pressure today. This time it's Logan Perry, not a man we're going to see who's usually our starter, but he actually gets around the right tackle here where their weaknesses are on the offensive line and gets a sack, and now it's 3rd and 10 for this Red Hawks offense. Perry, I believe, is a sophomore. Now it's 3rd and 10. It's motion, but he stays in the block in the end. Smith throws it, and it's intercepted by Lawson. A really, really good play there from Lawson, and Avion Smith throws his first interception of the year. Back to the Pirates. Keenan Scott in the game now, running back as he goes for 5 yards and a nice run up the middle. This time it's the Jets sweep, and Curtis tries to get some yardage, but after contact he can't gain many more yards, and that's going to be 3rd and 5 now. And the Pirates go with option, and Briggs once again will fail to get there as we're now in the 2nd quarter. And now we're going to have to punt it away once again. We've been poor offensively, but this defense has got some pressure, but they're starting to really do well here, the Red Hawks offense. Davion Smith and Bester very good at running the ball. A 12-yard run by Bester there. And once again, they're going to hand it off to the running back, and he gets 8 yards on this run. We really need to stop the running game and keep Smith in the pocket if we want to get anything out of this game and get the win. Motion there, a very simple running play that Bester is going to get into the secondary on 14 yards, and There was no one anywhere near him for the first 10 of those. Bester to his right. Smith barks some orders. He takes the snap, tries to get out. There's pressure, getting there, and eventually it gets to him. Gets hit 3 or 4 times before finally getting taken down. They're going to credit that to Joel Jackson, who's in the backfield once again. But there were plenty of players there who could have made that play. Now 3rd and long. Smith takes a snap, and once again we get pressure. This time it's from the left-hand side of their line. Caleb Watson on the sack. Does well, gets around the left tackle. And Watson, who is a good pass rusher, gets past, and on the blind side, Smith gets hit. Now to our offense. Let's see what we can do. Briggs goes deep, and Akacha is there as he got off the release early and gets a very nice catch there deep. Just maybe a little bit short, not able to take that in stride. He gets caught by the DB. Now Briggs once again outside the pocket, gives it to Scott, stiff arm. Gains some extra yardage there, 8 yards on the reception. Good play by Scott there. Keep the legs moving. And Scott's going to get this again now on 2nd and 2 and get a 4-yard run to get another set of downs for the Pirates. This is much better on this drive. And let's see if it can end up in points. Briggs throws, Baird caught right at the marker. They're going to give it to him. Another 1st down here on this drive. Now it's 2nd and 10 here. Briggs hands it off to Scott, and he will take the contact and keep on trucking and get even extra on the tackle. 3rd and 4 as he falls forward. There's another good run by Scott. Briggs throws. Dawson is there, and he will keep his legs moving as well as he gets some yards after contact. 10-yard reception for Dawson. Now we're inside the 5. Briggs. He throws it. Dawson goes up and gets him. He's still on his feet, and it's going to get in for a touchdown. Chad Dawson, one of the smallest guys on this roster, leaps out of the stadium and picks that one out of the air, and is able to stay on his feet, break the arm tackle from the defender that's there. The pick play doesn't really work that well, but Dawson stays on his feet and is able to get in. And with the converted PAT, we are now back level. Tremendous play by Dawson. A hustle play to get us back on the board here today as we get a 7-yard reception for Calderon here for the Red Hawks. 7 tackles already for Jackson today. Just an incredible linebacker who can do it all. Bester now, he takes it outside, loads of room, but it closes quickly, and that ends in an 8-yard run and a new set of downs. Smith gonna throws it out to Davis. He's got it. He gets tackled almost immediately, but gets enough for the 1st down. That looked like a favorable spot there for the Red Hawks. And Smith's going to fake the handoff. Goes to his left and pretty much goes straight into a sack. And Caleb Watson gets number 2. Smith really just wasn't very aware, but he splits the double team there, Watson, on the spin move. Very nice. Now it's 3rd and long after a really good play by Watson. What can they do? Smith. Long throw, and Hippenhammer is able to catch that on a perfect pass in between the 2 defenders. As you can see, Hippenhammer run a absolutely perfect route. And Smith lays it in there for him. Now 1st and 10. Smith hands it off to Bester. But this is a good run stop here by this Pirates defense. Devin King once again in the backfield. Bester is, however, doing very, very well on the ground. But 2nd and 13 here as we come into 2 minutes from the half. And Bester will take the carry, and he's not quite going to get the 1st down, but close enough to it. And now it's 3rd and inches. Big play here before the half. ends as now Smith is in the shotgun. Bester on his left. He's going to pass it. Gonna get outside, but cannot. And we get the sack. Darius Burns for, what is it, our 5th sack of the day? But the Redhawks will take the lead here and give us a minute or so as they get a field goal. Briggs. He's going to step up here and slide down right before the marker. And 47 seconds and counting. Now 3rd and 4, 30 seconds left. Throws it, a Koch over the middle. He catches it. And that's a first down. Clock stops. Now you got to keep passing. 15, 14 seconds. Interception. Kimpson. Briggs with a poor throw there as he keeps on rumbling down. And they're in field goal position. He just doesn't see Javon Kimpson. And he gets the interception and puts the Redhawks in good position. Try and throw here, but they take the jump off, getting that little bit closer with only 5 seconds left in the quarter. And that will indeed bring us to halftime as the Redhawks will take a 13-7 lead in the halftime. And here we are in the second half and the third quarter as we start off with an 8-yard reception for the Redhawks offense. Smith has looked good, but when we get good coverage, he struggles to get out of the pocket as we're putting so much pressure on him. As that's a 6-yard run on the option play. Now 2nd and 7. Bester's going to run. Gets hit down. 3-yard run. Now it's 3rd and 4. Good time for the Pirates to get off the field here. Smith throws it. It's batted down. And Javi De Silva makes the deflection. And we're going to get the ball back. Start off with a run here. Keenan Scott's got space and loads of room as he takes the shortest way to the end zone, which is right up the middle, but he gets clipped at the very end on a very, very long run by Keenan Scott. Just didn't have the speed to get away to get that for 7. He's put us in a great position here. Scott's done really well today, and he's got a lot of the snaps here. As that pass to Baird is dropped. Usually one of the more sure-handed players on the team. Now it's 3rd and long. Briggs gets outside the pocket here. What can he do? And he throws it. A Koch is up there and he gets it. 20-yard reception. Lovely throw by Briggs. And Koch brings us inside the 5. Now Briggs is going to hand this off. And Scott gets it in for the touchdown. And we are going to convert the PAT to give us the lead here with 6 minutes and 32 seconds here in the third quarter. So plenty of time, but good to get ahead here in the second half. As we kick off back to the Red Hawks. Walker. And he fumbles it and Jenkins is on it. As we have turned we get another forced turnover, this time a fumble on special teams. But the Red Hawks coaches challenged it. Well, that comes straight out. There's no way that's going to be overturned. Well, that's a much better view. Wow, he actually did get the knee down. That should be reversed. And indeed it will be. I saw that straight away. I thought that popped out right on contact, but on second viewing, it definitely didn't. And the Redhawks will keep possession. And Smith go back to the running game, and Bester gets away, but luckily enough, it's our defender is able to break off the block and get the tackle. And that one's dropped by Marshall. Should have got that one. Good throw by Smith, but left down by his receiver. Now Smith goes deep, and this time Marshall catches it. A perfect catch by Miles Marshall. After leaving his QB down in the last play, He didn't leave him down there. A big gain. Smith, now it's option. And he gets held up there on a good gain here as Smith does well. And now they're going option again. He flips it out to Bester, but the Pirates swarm to the ball and are able to tackle him. And Smith's going to hand this off again. And once again, there are loads of Pirates there to stop him. And this will end up in the Red Hawk offense tacking on another field goal to take the lead, 16-14. Briggs unloads one, and then another long pass here for the Pirate offense. This time it's Trey Curtis who goes deep. And we're going to go on the option. Briggs keeps a hold of it, gives it to Dawson. Good run as he gets the first down. 12 yards by Chad Dawson. He's done pretty well today in both the passing and the running game. He gets his first run here today. Briggs throws, caught. There's Dawson again, and with Hurst out, he's really doing well in that slot role. Might have to get him more minutes even when Hurst comes back. Briggs, hand off to Anderson. A little bit of a juke there, and he gets 14 yards and the first down. First run of the day. We hadn't had much help from Wells today, but Scott and Anderson are taking the load, and Anderson once again with an excellent run, and it will lead us into the end zone. A converted PAT gives us a 21-16 lead. Smith, and another time his receivers let him down. This time it's Hippenhammer who drops it. Fair to Smith, when he gets that ball out of his hand, it's usually very accurate as he pitches it to Bester on this play, and a lot of Pirates around him once again as they make the stop on a very short game. And Smith here again, hands it off to Bester, and we're taking care of business now when Bester is running in here in this second half as we've really cut it down. And now back to this Pirates offense. Short gain there for Baird on the as he had a route in the flats. And here we are again, and it's going to be Baker on the run. 4 yards for Baker as we pointed away. And now the Red Hawks need to get some points on the board if they want to take the lead back in this game, as Avion Smith will go on the scramble for, I think it was 8 yards. We've been playing Blaine Conrad as a spy all day today, and Jalen Bester on the run gets caught in the backfield, and they're going to punt it away for us now. Here goes Briggs as he takes the contact, 16 yards in the run. Now in the fourth quarter, 2nd and 10 as he gives it to Scott. Done well here today in place of Wells, who had struggled a bit today, but that's a 5-yard run, and now it's 3rd and 5. Briggs wanted to hand that off, but it didn't seem to work as Briggs had to improvise, but didn't get the first down. And we will indeed take the field goal. Now it's 24-16 with 8 minutes left in this fourth quarter. We just need to stop this Miami of Ohio offense from scoring, as Smith does excellently on an improvised play. 10-yard reception to Hippenhammer, but not quite the first down. Smith tries to get away from pressure, but that time John Moore is there for his first sack of the day. But there were 2 men in the backfield on that play, and it's actually his comrade who gets to the quarterback first, but Moore will get the sack. Very nice screen play there to Marshall by the Red Hawks. Love that play call. A 7-yard reception and the first down. We need to stop this Miami of Ohio offense. We scored 3 points in this second half, and that's a nice throw, but it seems to be batted away there. Now it's 3rd and long for this Red Hawk offense. And Smith drops back. And it's batted away by Lawson. And that's going to be 4th down and punted away. Good coverage there by Lawson. Briggs sets up the screen, and Scott once again keeps going after first contact. He's done excellent at that today, and that's his 2nd reception today. Now we're on the option. Briggs hands it off to Watkins, and he's got some speed. Spins inside, just inside the 40 as we get the 1st down. And we'll maybe get to put this game to bed. Briggs sacked. 2nd and 15 now for the Pirates, and that might just take us out of field goal position as there was no one open, and the Red Hawks got him. Now 3rd and 15. Briggs puts one up, and Baird is there, but so is the man in coverage, and we're going to have to punt it away. Besser's going to run this on 1st down. Decent yardage, 6 yards on 1st down is more than good enough when you're running back. And this time it's option. And Smith's got some room and some space, but goes quickly. Gary Bolton is able to get him in the open field, and that could have been bad if he got away from him. And now some motion. We're going to pass it. 1st and 10. Smith tries to step up, but once again, we get him. Evan Brown on the sack. We are getting everybody involved here as he gets around his matchup on the offensive line and gets in the backfield. 3rd down. Smith tries to get outside. Cannot as time runs out. And it's Caleb Watson who has gotten 3 in this game and equaled the record for the school. He's been excellent today. Number 90, Caleb Watson on a 3-sack day. Back to this Pirates offense, and with a little bit over 2 minutes left, they're going to try and run this clock out. It's a gotcha on the jet sweep, and that's a very good play call as he gets 9 yards and the 1st down. Keep on running this clock down. Watkins, really quick out of the blocks there as he gets an 8-yard run. Continuing to try and get to run this clock down. Now it's 4th and inches with under 2 minutes left to go and no timeouts here for Miami of Ohio. You get the 1st down here, you win, and they're going to take that gamble. We're probably just outside field goal range here, so this is probably your best option. You get the 1st down, you win. Watkins will indeed get the 1st down, and Rhode Island will get their 1st ever win in MAC play as we run down the clock against Miami of Ohio and get this victory. We were really good today. I thought Briggs did really well. Usually it's with his legs. I thought he did really well with his arm today, even if in the second half he did kind of become a little bit more inaccurate. But the real MVP of the day was our pass rush. I know Smith is a scrambler and you're going to get more opportunities, but we just put him under pressure all day. Great play there from Dawson to get our first touchdown of the day. But defensively, I thought we did really well to adjust in the second half. When Besser had done really well in the first half, where he was causing us problems in the run and Smith was getting outside the pocket and scrambling. When we started to spy him and he saw that we were spying him, he tended to try to not get outside the pocket so much. And even though he still had some good scrambling plays, we had like 9 sacks today because we just put them under so much pressure. And we knew that, with their offensive line, we could do that. I was talking about Briggs earlier. I thought he did really well. His interception wasn't great. Didn't read the defense very well. But Keenan Scott did an excellent job coming in for Elias Wells today, who had a pretty rough game. 7 attempts for only 14 yards. Jack Anderson had 2 really good plays. He also found the end zone. Something we need to do more of, get Watkins and Dawson in a lot more often. Dante Okacha was really good, had that deep ball, 39 yards on that, though he did have a drop, and we had 4 drops today. But I thought we did well. We had some good had some good throws. Just need to get more accurate with Briggs, but that is his weakness. But then we look at this team, and we had so many tackles for loss. Joel Jackson, of course, always seems to live in that backfield. We had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we had 9, and numerous different players contributing. Logan Perry, who's not our starting left end, that's Darius Burns. He also got a sack today. John Moore and Evan Brown also on the sack. Josh Lawson, excellent play by him on the interception. And we got victory number 2 of the season. Next up, we play Buffalo, and even though it's not in the game, this is probably a rival game for us, as Buffalo are probably the closest team to us in the conference. Of course, Buffalo is in New York, and they have their top quarterback injured, Cole Snyder, so it's probably going to be one of the other quarterbacks, maybe Agbana, maybe Gray. I would think maybe Gray, because he has the star behind him. They've got some good running backs, and honestly, I think they're a pretty good team, and they have a lot of depth in their talent. I'm not saying they have excellent players, but they've got a lot of players in and around that 70 range that even behind them, they look good as well. And I think their defensive line is very good, really good. I think we're going to struggle to stop this team. So their front 7, I'm worried about. They've got a good secondary as well. Don't get it wrong. This is a team that defensively I do worry about. So I don't know what we're going to do to try and counteract that. Maybe option, but we'll wait and see. We also have more good news, as we've got 3 more players recruited to the team here, and I'm actually really happy with all 3 of these recruits. First up is Johnny Townsend, and obviously you look at that 3 stars and you said, what about the recruiting rules? But Johnny Townsend comes out of Rhode Island, which of course is one of the exceptions. If you want to see the recruiting rules, they should be down in the description. But we can recruit anyone out of Rhode Island, and it seems that Johnny Townsend is coming out of our home state of Rhode Island. We will, of course, be able to recruit him. A really good all-round offensive lineman. Great strength. Got some athleticism as well, and some really well-rounded blocking. Another tackle here, Steve Dawson, a 2-star player from Rhode Island once again. So we want to get the pipeline up and running. Not quite as good as Johnny Townsend, of course, but another 4-year offensive lineman. This man we can develop. Johnny Townsend probably good enough to start next year, though we probably will redshirt him. Steve Dawson very much in the same boat. Not quite as athletic, not quite as good as Townsend, but nonetheless still got some really good ratings. And finally, Jose Fleming. This guy's from Michigan, a tight end. Now, he is a 2-star, but one of the rules we have is if they have us as their number 1 school in the preseason, we can recruit them if they're 2-star or below. So Jose Fleming is one of those guys, and although he's not a fantastic, he's not a speedster, he's a decent athlete who's got some good catching ability, can block a little bit, not crazily, but I do think Fleming could be a really good tight end after a few years development, and obviously going to be redshirted as well. But that's all we have time for here today. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Obviously more content coming from the channel and all of our series here, and I hope you have a great day. Peace out, guys.